What if I told you that a small army of 300 men once held off 100,000 enemies for 3 days? Or that sometimes the best way to win a battle is to run away? Welcome to the fascinating world of military tactics, where brains often triumph over brawn. 1. The Pincer Movement. Double envelopment. The pincer movement is like a giant pair of scissors closing around your enemy. Your forces split into 2 groups, circle around both sides of the enemy, then squeeze them from all directions. It's one of the most devastating tactics in warfare. Famous example: Hannibal used this at the Battle of Cannae in 216 BC, surrounding 80,000 Romans with just 50,000 men. The Romans lost almost their entire army. Why it works? Cuts off enemy escape routes, creates panic and confusion, allows smaller forces to defeat larger ones. 2. Guerrilla Warfare. Guerrilla warfare is the art of being everywhere and nowhere. Small groups of fighters strike fast, hit hard, then disappear like ghosts. They don't fight fair battles, they fight smart battles. Key elements: hit and run attacks, blend in with civilians, target supply lines and communication, avoid confrontation. Why it's effective: frustrates larger conventional armies, low cost, high psychological impact, turns the enemy's strength against them. 3. The feint and flanking. A feint is military misdirection. You pretend to attack one place while your real attack comes from somewhere else. It's like a boxer throwing a fake punch with their left while landing the knockout blow with their right. How it works: 1. Create a noisy, obvious attack, the feint. 2. The enemy focuses their defense there. 3. Strike their weak, undefended side, the flank. 4. Roll up their entire line. Real impact. Many battles are won before they're fought, in the mind of the enemy commander who falls for the deception. 4. Defense in depth. Instead of one strong wall, you create multiple layers of defense. Like an onion, every time the enemy peels back one layer, there's another waiting. Each layer weakens them until they have nothing left for the final push. Structure. Layer 1. Early warning and harassment. Layer 2. Delay and weaken the enemy. Layer 3. Main defensive line. Layer 4. Final reserves and counterattack. Enemies think they're winning, only to face fresh resistance again and again. Number 5. The strategic retreat. Napoleon once said, "I may lose a battle, but I shall never lose a minute." Sometimes losing ground means winning the war. Strategic retreat isn't running away in fear, it's moving backward with purpose. You trade space for time, lead enemies into traps, stretch their supply lines, and choose when and where to make your stand. Benefits: preserve your forces, lure enemies into unfavorable terrain, extend enemy supply lines, buy time for reinforcements. Russia's retreat during Napoleon's invasion in 1812. They gave up Moscow but destroyed Napoleon's entire army through winter and stretched supply lines. 6. Shock and awe. What if you could win a war before the first shot was fired? That's the power of overwhelming force. Shock and awe are about using such massive, rapid force that the enemy loses the will to fight. It's not just about destruction, it's about destroying the enemy's confidence and ability to respond. Key components: speed and surprise, overwhelming firepower, psychological impact, rapid dominance. Think of it as winning the mental battle first. When enemies believe resistance is hopeless, they often surrender without fighting. Finally, from ancient battlefields to modern conflicts, these tactics remind us that war is ultimately about human psychology. The greatest generals didn't just move armies, they moved minds. They understood that victory belongs not to the strongest, but to the smartest.